Hello, I am so excited. You know, every once in a while, I have a guest that gets me so excited to talk to her, and that guest would be Susan Margaret because she is the best. Every time I'm around her, every time I interact with her, she's always smiling, optimistic, passionate, energetic. She tells me that she's an extrovert. Who knew? So, without further ado, I want to welcome her to the show. Hey, Sue,
Hello, Paul. How's it
how's it
going?
going? See, you do that all the time. I love it. So let's
Thank
get
you.
started. How about you fill me in on what you were doing prior to your stroke event?
So, my work, I worked at the director of mission in the Butte, Montana.
Mm-hmm.
I got the job. I resigned. I will move to Portland, Oregon, director of mission with the Providence Hospital. It's very large, and my husband resigned. And I like the administration a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So we resigned. And what are you thinking? All work? Or so Bill and I were visiting Dallas, and then I had a major stroke. So
Wow. At a conference, right?
yes, we like. Do you remember GeoCat?
Yes.
Well, it's something else. The app is Munzees, Munzee. We love it. So we flew to the conference, Munzee conference, and my husband and I, oh gosh, 30 people, we were drinking beer and we went to lunch and we walked with well, that's the the suburbs in Dallas,
Exactly.
and my husband, we were wiped out. We flew from Butte to Newark, Butte to Dayton. I'm sorry, I'm so excited.
That's okay. Take your time. You know, when you have aphasia, we can take our time.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
Exactly. You're doing good.
Well, so we were visiting in Dallas, and we bought the hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and so we went. We drank beer, and we were wiped out, and I was journaling.
Right.
My husband was sleeping, and I was thinking, got the job, Portland, Oregon. I will work
Everything's
October.
good.
Yes, yeah, I was ecstatic, and I don't remember. I was throwing up, and Bill called
Wow.
911.
So,
And
did you have any indication of this event prior to your stroke? Were there any signs?
I think so. I remember 9 years ago, Bill and I were visiting in North Dakota, and
Mhm.
I remember I was maybe TIA, I believe. TIA, what's the book? ABC.
ABCs of aphasia.
Yeah. I forgot 2 times.
Wow.
My husband was driving, and I forgot your kitties. I forgot the kitties, and it's just like and he went to the emergency Abbott Northwestern, and the doctor is, I mean, I like him, but I don't know. And 2 times my friend and I went to the book club, and I don't remember. I don't remember. Her name is Diane. And 2 times, and I was a resident chaplain at the Abbott Northwestern, wow. And I worked with the Art Institute. It's renowned.
Yes.
It's just like, and I just remember I read the ABC aphasia. I forgot about that.
Susan, when I had many warnings about my stroke that I didn't pay attention to. And one of the things that we can do is say to everybody, if you have any concerns, get a checkup.
Yep.
Don't wait. Pay attention to your health.
Well, and they discovered I had a hole in my heart.
Wow. Really?
So, yes.
So tell me about that day. You had your stroke. You were in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were thankful for being in Dallas because you got very good medical care. Tell me about that 2 weeks when you were in the hospital.
Well, my husband was really scared, and
I'm sure.
Paul, I get that. For me, I was mute. I was silent.
Really? Me too. Yeah.
Yep. Bill called my mom and dad and my adult children, and Charlie, my daughter Charlie, and my son Jordan flew to Dallas, and my mom and dad drove to the Dallas as well, and
yes,
they were scared, really scared, and I remember 2 days, the speech therapy, and the intern, she was talking about singing, and it's just like, and I remember, happy birthday to you, and I say, 2 days, happy birthday to you.
Really?
I know.
Really?
Unbelievable. And I was, my right face was
drooping. Me too.
Drooping.
Yep.
Exactly. See, I don't know, praying for me, perhaps, and speech, occupational therapy, and the physical therapy. I walked with myself.
Mm-hmm.
I walked upstairs, downstairs.
Really?
You're good.
In the hospital?
Yes.
Wow.
He was amazed. And
wow.
I don't know, also too with the doctors, I like the doctors, but I was kind of pissed off. It's just like my mind, my brain, I was thinking about my stroke.
Me too.
I will move to Portland, Oregon, and it's just like, what's the hell? What? Well,
you know what, Susan? You know, when you have a stroke like you did and I did, and you're laying there and all these thoughts are running through your mind, and you want to talk so bad, but you're a prisoner in your own mind. You can't communicate. So what's the thing you have to do is just think and think and think, and that like cymbals going off in your head, just crashing. And obviously I was pissed off. You were pissed off because we wanted to talk and we couldn't.
Yep.
And so it's hard. Carolyn just posted the FAST acronym for stroke. So we can make aware bring it to the attention of other people. If you have anything like this, please go to the doctor. Please pay attention to the signs. And, Susan I am just so excited because I read your resume and I was shocked honored to be on this show with you. It was on and on and on. 3 pages of things you have done in your life to make a difference to other people. And I just am honored to be on this show with you. So tell me, where did you get this love of helping other people so much?
I don't know, Paul. I don't know.
I think you told me it was your grandmother or grandpa.
Grandma Gleason. She was the best.
Yes.
He lived in Bismarck, North Dakota, and Grandma was kind and thoughtful. My mom and dad, they were very young, but my grandma, I don't know, perhaps, but I'm kind of stubborn. And,
no way, Susan.
Yes.
Who knew?
Yeah, I know. It's just like, I'm humble, but once in a while, breathe in, breathe out.
Like to stir things up a little bit.
Of course.
That's okay.
I like sales trainer a lot. Mm-hmm. I flew all the time, and it's just really.
We had that in common. I traveled the world as a speaker, and we connected over that. So you understand.
Absolutely.
When I woke up in my house and I dialed 911 for room service, you travel too much.
Absolutely. And I flew all the time. We divorced. So,
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
That leads to that if you're never home.
Yep. But I like New York City, Atlanta, and Dallas. And I just
Sydney, Australia, Melbourne, London, New York,
Paris,
Chicago, Paris.
And London. I love London.
I do too. The parks are beautiful. The downtown theater district is amazing.
Mm-hmm. But we divorced, and I was lost, really lost. And my friend and I went to the book club. The name is Cloister by Kathleen Norris, and we drove to the St. John's Abbey in Collegeville, and I talked about the monk. His name is Killian, Father Killian. He was a professor of theology. I love the philosophical, and he was so smart, and we hooked up, and my daughter or my children were visiting in St. John's Abbey, and I don't know, it's just, I was thinking Father Killian, and I talked about Killian, said maybe Master of Divinity, and I studied 2 master's degree.
Wow.
Master of Art Education Administration and Master of Art Human Service and Organization Development.
Wow.
I know. I like studying. I love studying.
By the way, you are talking really well. I am so proud of you. Have you always kept a vision board?
Yes. Every year.
Tell me about that.
Yes. That's so fun with funny. lived your best art. Art, that's funny with the gratitude. Take a leap of faith. 19.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm strong.
Mm-hmm.
I like recycle. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. I like vision board a lot. Yeah.
I just had to show it because I was really impressed with your vision board. It was locked in and colorful and so passionate. I could tell that you pursue your dreams with a great deal of passion. Let me ask you, Susan, did you ever feel when you had your stroke depressed?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, so Butte, Montana, my husband and I studied the flashcards and
Mm-hmm.
do different options, sad or depressed. I was depressed. And I went to the doctor and I said, and he got the pills 6 years ago, but 1 year, lots of trauma for me.
Yes.
And it was really hard.
I understand.
And I'm a chaplain. I volunteer in Butte, but I was mute, and I served on Thursday the homeless people in Butte, Montana. And I was smiling. How are you? Class, yay, job.
Yes.
It was hard. And Bill and I went to Bozeman 1 hour from here, and we were walking on Main Street, and I went to the store, and the store is Maine Quilting, and I signed up.
Yes.
And I love them. Ring, ring.
That's all right.
No. I like those. So I sign up with the class September 15th.
Wow. September 15th. How long ago did you have your stroke? May 4th?
6.5 years.
Wow. 6.5 years.
9 months. And I every Wednesday I drove 1 hour, and the people and I quilt.
So every Wednesday?
Yep, 3 hours.
Wow.
And I sewed my quilt.
Let me see. Aw, you sewed that?
Oh,
that's so good.
And
wow, you did that too.
Oh, yes.
I am so proud of you.
But I was really, really sad, but I'm getting better. I like the math, and the owner, her name is Gwen. She was very, very nice, very young. And we get together with the math, and I bought my sewing machine in Bismarck, North Dakota, and Butte in Minneapolis. I was driving my son Jordan, and I buy my sewing machine, $300, and it intrigued for me, math, and with the squares and with the rectangles. It's like
exactly.
And with the circles, it's like,
so it stimulated that part of your brain.
Exactly.
Neuroplasticity. It stimulated all that from the math, the quilt design. What about, Jerry is asking, what about music?
Yes. Well, I was a major of music. I was 18 years old, and I was a flutist.
Oh, you have your flute.
Yeah.
Get your flute.
Okay. One moment.
All right. I think Susan is going to do a little concert for me on the flute. Hey, Susan, how about you play that flute? Uh, Yay! I'm so proud of you. You know, that's really good. So,
And I like the art as well. And I was sad with the chaplain. I signed up with the art. Life book
good. So you signed up,
6 years ago,
right?
$100 every week, and I like the mixed media and watercolor, and I paint the jar.
Oh, you did that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And
So, needless to say, you are a creative monster like I am. I love art and music. I love to paint different things. I just love to paint. I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
I can get it.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
That's resin and a t-shirt dipped in resin, stuck to the canvas. And I love to do creative things.
Absolutely.
It keeps me alive and creative and healthy. I love to paint. I believe optimism is an intellectual choice you make.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I was.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So you made that.
Yeah. 5 years.
Let me see. Pray, God, believe, silence, courage. I can't read. Shine.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, I love that. I love that. That says a lot about aphasia.
Exactly.
When you have aphasia, there's a lot of silence involved. There's a lot of reaching out that you can't do.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to anybody that finds themselves with aphasia, diagnosed? How did you not give up?
Well, always move forward.
Always move forward.
And my husband and I moved to Newark, Delaware, and start campus. This Julie McCauley and I signed up with the scripts, and I signed up with the American Sign Language. Why not?
Good.
And I was my dog Kiva, and I went to the lessons, and I volunteer as a hospice.
You volunteer all the time. If you And when you had your stroke, it didn't stop you. You
Oh,
just
absolutely. Yeah.
continued to do it more and more and more.
Mm-hmm.
And you are a remarkable person.
Thank
And
you.
I am really glad to have you share your story, because people tend to give up and settle. And you have proven that you don't need to settle.
No,
You can do anything, and you're living proof of that. Can I ask you one question?
absolutely.
Who got you started on this exercise kick? You, I'm telling you, I was watching you this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, I was a, I don't like exercising, but
Mm.
I, I was divorced, and I went to the instructor, and we talked about let's try training the triathlon 15 years ago. So I love swimming and bicycling, but I don't
Good.
like running.
Yes,
So
you
I,
said it.
yeah, I triathlon. I think 6 races,
Wow.
middle that by myself. I don't
Wow.
care with the lower or yeah. I don't care, but I love triathlon. So, I was kind of chubby COVID. So
I got it.
John Cummins and Brooke Allen, I signed
Brooke
up.
Allen. Yep.
Yes, 2 months ago, and I was exercising. I bought my Facebook marketplace, used the bike, and
Peloton bike.
no, it's a brand. It's a
Okay.
brand, but I bought this Peloton application, $13 per month.
Okay.
I bought the punching bag.
I saw that, by the
Yeah,
way.
I box,
Yeah.
and I just like walking, but it's different for me with the COVID virus,
I got it.
but
What has exercise brought to your life?
discipline.
Discipline. Well, that's a good thing, because discipline is the master key to all riches. It comes from the word disciple. It means to follow a chosen path. So that's a good thing, to be disciplined. What else? I believe when I get out early, and Laura is kicking my butt right now and help me work out the right way. But when I get out there, it helps me to get energized. It helps me clear my thoughts. It helps me feel better about myself that I got up and did something to promote my health. And she has got me on a new way of eating. I love it. And I feel healthy. I feel better. So I believe this approach to health that you're taking and I'm taking is paramount to getting better
Yeah,
from pro-stroke. And it's better to have working out helps with aphasia. I
yeah.
believe that.
And also neuroplasticity. My brain is thinking all the time, and I
Exactly.
box all the time. I like the setups.
Yes.
My brother loves running, but I don't like that. But I like boxing and cycling. I like the And the Beatles, I've been the Beatles. I love I'm
You like the Beatles music?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I do too. I want to hold your hand.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah.
love it.
Let
And
it be, let it be. It's just
we
really,
sang that. Laura and I sang it 2 weeks ago, and John sang along. It was so good. Tell me, what did, how did mindset
Mhm.
play a role in your recovery?
Well, I am a chaplain, and I
I know.
pray constantly. And I'm a chaplain, Catholic chaplains, and I
Mhm.
like the rosary.
Mhm.
But I was so sad in Dallas. The words, different options with the praying, and I was really sad. So
I'm
I was
sure.
praying for me with God, help me. Come on, relax.
Hmm.
But my number one is praying for me. I like meditation,
Mhm.
but I like the scriptures,
Exactly.
and I don't care world religion. I love the world religion, but I love the Bible.
Can
And
you say? Can you quote a couple of your favorite scriptures?
yes,
Okay.
this this is the way, walk in it. Isaiah 30:21. Walk it, walk it, walk it. Sorry.
That's okay.
And let's try look at that. In your patient, you will pass souls. One moment.
Take your time.
It in your patience, you shall possess your souls. Luke 21:19.
Good.
And I was reading, I was journaling. One moment.
Okay.
One moment.
Take your time.
I like journals a lot, so
Me too.
I look at that. You remember? My mom
Wow.
gave this to me.
Oh, good. 1 year diary journal. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, so I was journaling today. Luke, I late. One moment. Galatians
Mhm.
5:25. Live in, follow the Spirit.
Mm.
Love, joy, peace,
Mhm.
patience, kindness,
Wow.
gentleness, faithfulness, self uh, gentleness. Sorry. Follow the Spirit. I love that today meditation. So, lots of. Look at that.
Susan, I know. Wow. When I asked you to share some of your favorite scriptures and you got to your journal, you talked the best on this show when you got inside of the word that you had written.
Mm-hmm.
And I encourage people all the time, do what you love to do. Write.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Even if you can't write anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Read the words that you wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Read it with passion. You just did that. So much joy came from you. And I wanted everybody to see that.
Mm-hmm.
If your face literally changed when you read that.
Oh, buddy.
You know why? You believe it so much.
Yes. I'm a chaplain.
I know. Well, not only are you a chaplain reaching people
Oh, yes.
and making a difference to others
Mm-hmm.
on this show and other things, I just love your enthusiasm for life. I
Mm-hmm.
love the way you approach life.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you say to somebody that's stuck, that maybe didn't get the support I know your husband supported you, and I just will, yeah, who's that guy?
Bill.
So you're smiling.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Oh, you like him a lot.
Yeah.
So, what would you say to somebody that maybe didn't get the support they needed? How would you encourage them and give them some advice for them?
You know, hope. It's hope. For example, we'll get together, we'll Zoom, and new chapter for you. It doesn't matter with the past. I like present and the future.
Mm-hmm.
Your hope is, for example, I don't care where the religion, for instance, Buddhist or Hindu, Native American, what's the spirit? So we'll read the scriptures with the Wiccan or with the Buddhist, or I will read, or the person will read together with the spirit. And hopeless, I don't like the hopeless for me.
No, me either. You know, when I named my Level 10 Hope Exchange, that's so we could provide hope to everybody. Exchange our hope, whether Buddha or whether it's Muslim or whether it's Catholic or whether exactly,
Yeah.
read it, or right behind you.
Yes.
We just need to love each other, be
Absolutely.
kind to each other, be joyful that we can make a difference to other people, and do it with not like you shouldn't do it because you want to get recognition. You should do it because it's the right thing to do. My mom always told me, give with an open hand and a
Mhm.
closed fist.
Yep.
Just open your hand to help others.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I am a servant.
Exactly.
The Lord or Holy One, and I like Jesus. I love endurance, and I remember praying the rosary. Jesus was, he was trying, he was trying blood, and I get that.
I got it.
That, and he talked about with the cross and the stones. Oh my goodness! But he's
Exactly.
alive.
All things are possible when you gather together in His name and
Mm-hmm.
say, "It shall be done,"
Mm-hmm.
and just speak it out loud. Don't
Mm-hmm.
be ashamed of your faith, and just,
Absolutely.
I am so glad that you are on my show. I'm really touched, by the way, and I couldn't wait for you to get on my show. And Jeremiah 29:11, you got that right. And
Wow.
people pray. Mark Garman.
Yep.
I love Mark and I love Sandra and all these people tuned in to see you, Susan. How does that make you feel?
I'm grateful.
And I understand, by the way, little birdie told me that you have a new show that you're going to be promoting Friday at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Tell me about your show. What do you hope to accomplish on your show?
I will talk about, for example, day 2, I will talk about the 3 hospitals and the University of Delaware STAR campus and speech therapy. I will talk about with my situation, and
Okay.
my show is always move forward.
Always move forward. Good.
Forward. Mm-hmm.
You
So
know,
I will talk about the caregivers and stroke survivors. You know, I'll tell you what, maybe 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 they're happy or depressed, but I'm talking clearly, kind of.
well, you're
6
talking
years.
outstanding, by the way.
Thank you.
Outstanding.
But yes, and I'm determined. I don't care.
Yeah.
So, and my children, anyway, it's really, I'm excited on Friday getting together, and I like curious, and I like the computer, but it's complicated for me. But I'm gonna try.
Well,
I
you're going
like
to do
singing.
great. You can always call Jerry Wald for advice. He wears those platform shoes, red heels. Who's this? Why? Who's that?
Oh yes, I graduated master. One moment. National Association clack clack. One moment.
Okay.
Association. Uh, Association. National Association
Oh,
Catholic chaplain. He
wow.
was a bishop.
That's so
Well, my
amazing. I just wanted to show that picture because I knew it meant a lot to you. Who's this?
oh, my son Jordan and the Stevens, me and Kathy and Joy and Elva and Sora and Jean.
Wow.
Yeah, I love them a lot. So we divorced, but I like the African American culture.
Good. So, in retrospect, when you had your stroke, take me through the aha moments for you. My first aha moment was when my son walked in my garage and brought me a pre-K book, flashcards, and said, Dad, I know you have been a world-renowned speaker. I know you have all of your gifts stolen, but you have to start somewhere. And he laid that book. I didn't know it, but Ryan walked outside and cried because he was brokenhearted.
Yeah.
And I couldn't talk. All I could say was 1111. That's it. And he brought me that book, and I opened it up. The first word in the book was sock. Sock. It took me a week I couldn't even form the syllable sock. Sock. It took me a week, and I was so excited because Ryan came back in here and I said, one sock, one sock, one sock. I called everybody, all my kids, my mom, one sock, one sock, one sock. That was an aha moment for me. There's been many, but what was a few of the ha-ha moments in your case?
Lots of topics for me. Well, I think, oh my goodness, flashcards. My husband and I studied flashcards, and 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. and L and square and Wednesday. It's just like, it was really, but I learned with the flashcards. And what else? I volunteer as a chaplain in a hospital. And I will volunteer regardless, but no volunteering COVID, but I'm teaching St. Clair Community College intro of music Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm just really thankful to be alive.
Me too. I say that all the time. I'm grateful for life.
Yep. It's a life.
You know, God chose me to do something great, and he chose you to do something great.
Thank you.
You know,
Paul.
God doesn't make any mistakes.
Yeah.
And he chose well with you, Susan.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks a lot.
Well, he did.
Thank you.
Come on, Susan. Let's again like we did last summer.
Yeah.
Let's twist again like we did last year. You remember when? We'll have our own dance party.
That's true.
Exactly. How do you like happy hour, by the way?
Yes, I like drinking every joking.
So funny.
I like the next.
We're going to talk about books again.
Well, last week, and we talked about with the book, and I signed up University of Delaware on Monday. I will read my book today. The novel is Book of the Lost Friends. It's really good. So I read my book and audio together.
Good.
And I like reading and my books.
You know, when I was loved to read. When I found myself with aphasia and motor praxia and dysarthria, I couldn't read. I was so frustrated.
Me too.
And I tried and tried and tried again and again and again, but I believe that anything is possible, and you just don't give up. Don't give up. And I believe, oh, by the way, Serena said, oh, you need to share the link for your show so we can find you. Share it when we get off the show. I'll try to find it, but you need to share it, Susan, so
Okay.
anybody that wants to find you can find you. And I believe it's going to be really good every Friday. I can't wait. So,
thank you.
you know, I love Salude's show. I love Jerry's show. I love Mark's show. But especially, I love Happy Hour because we get together
Mm-hmm.
and it's a safe place for people to share. Just look at the things we have done when I started to launch that show. The audience has grown, and we have been able to pray for people. We've been able to provide people with comfort. We've been able to laugh together.
Absolutely.
Laugh together a lot.
Yeah. Yes.
Michelle cracks me up.
Yeah.
Leslie cracks me up. Brooke cracks me up. I feel so blessed to be a part of it. And I feel blessed that you have been so giving and loving on this show. If you had to say one other thing that you would like to say, what would you tell a person just having a stroke or aphasia? What's the key to getting better? You said never give up, move forward. Anything that you would like to say in addition to that?
Exercise. I believe too. It doesn't matter with the paralysis. One stroke. 1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
And, you know, and pray. It doesn't matter with the nature looking. 5 minutes. I will meditate 2 minutes. Yeah.
By the way, Tom is listening to you, so Lou said.
Hello,
and,
Tom.
I hope, you know, I think about Tom often, and I pray for Tom and Salute. They've been through so much, but I really love that show, and it was on Jerry Wall's profile before. We'll find it and post it. And Kevin said, Susan, you have it. Don't forget it. You had it before. More confidence will help to manage. Don't worry what comes out. We're with you.
Yay. Thank you.
Exactly. And I think Salute says, LOL, happy hour started in July.
Jerry.
It did. We did. So, Susan, do you have a routine that you like to follow?
Yes.
What's your routine in the morning?
4:30, I will write the 3 pages. Wow. I will write. I will read my Bible 20 minutes, and I will exercise. I'll eat lunch, and I will meditate. And I like the routine for me, and lots of Zooming. University of Delaware, Monday, Tuesday, Friday. I sign up music picture. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 11. We talk about with the music. And I like to habits or routines,
Me
perhaps.
too.
I don't care with the easy going, but I'm structured for me. I'm getting better all the time. And my memory is smart and I'm driven. So,
Good for you. Salute says Susan's Margaret show is on her page. Thank you, Salute, keeping us all straight.
great.
Sometimes you do that a lot, and I appreciate it. Define passion for you.
Oh, wow.
I
Love.
just love the fact that you
Oh, I love that.
define passion.
Heart, with a heart
Mm,
beating.
mm,
It's beating passion.
mm.
It's beating heart by heart by heart. It's passion.
I love that. So when you have something beating in your heart and you let it out to share it with other people, that's passionate define. What about attitude?
Oh, I love attitude. My goals, I love the goals. For example, meditate,
Mm-hmm.
the scriptures, to
Mm-hmm.
exercise, my family, and my book. So 5 goals. I attitude. I like attitude. I'm
You
positive.
know, without attitude, it's impossible to get better.
Exactly.
What about enthusiasm? You have a lot of it.
Yeah.
So, what about enthusiasm for you?
I don't know. I'm blessed.
You are?
It's just my nature. My nature is smiling. I
Yeah.
remember 2 years old, my mom was freaking out. I was happy, happy, happy. I don't know. It's just my
How did I
blood.
have this child?
I know. I right.
What about Susan Margaret? You speak with passion. You always have a positive mental attitude. How
Yep.
about faith?
Faith. Follow the spirits.
Mm. How about belief?
Belief. Belief. Oh man, we'll talk next week about with the belief. Belief. You choose.
Well, I believe belief is taking a step before you can see the outcome. And faith, you have to have your faith in hand. When you step forward with belief, you have to have entheos within. Entheos means spirit within, godlike.
Yep.
Step forward with faith, even when you can't see your way clear, just step forward with faith. And I believe that to be true. And I can't believe this show has come to an end.
Oh my goodness.
I know an hour,
1 hour. Woo!
and I could talk to you forever. So I'm going to have you back on my show.
Okay.
I have really been touched by what you had to say, and I appreciate you and all you have gone through and all you have recovered from to shine a light
Yes.
for others to follow. And I believe you're doing that. And I just want to thank you. We always say hope is on the way because it is.
Yep.
And I just want to tell you, you are someone special, Susan Margaret, because you are,
Thank you.
and you were destined to be great. God doesn't sponsor any flops or flip flops.
Good.
And you were designed for maximum accomplishment from birth. So go be great. Go be great, because nothing is impossible if you step forward with belief and faith and look up for your answers. And everything will be okay. This too shall pass. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And thank you, Paul, too. Glad to meet you with the video.
Yeah, it's fun. And we had a good talk, and I will do it again sometime. And I'll expect to see you on the show on Wednesday night for happy hour.
Happy hour, drinking wine, perhaps, or water. I'm drinking water, kind of.
So everybody has thanked you for the show, and they got a lot out of it. So I'm going to finish the show. Stay right there. Don't hang up. Bye, everybody.
Thank you very much. Bless you.
Bless you. Bye.